One of the most annoying parts of Illuvium when you first get into it is shooting the Illuvials. It's a fun part, don't get me wrong, but it does take a long time to fill up that bar and get them into that instance so you can go and battle and try and capture them. There is a fix though. There's a way to make this heaps easier by equipping a weapon to your ranger in the overworld. I know we all do it for the arena to up those battle stats and get more synergies going when you're in the arena, but here in the overworld, those same weapons can be equipped onto your ranger. Today I'm going to go through the best combinations between the weapons and the drones so you can synergize these the best and get out there and capture alluvials even quicker. It took me a little bit to work out what each weapon done, but now I've figured it out. I'm going to bring it to you because it may be something that you have missed in your gameplay so far. So if you come over into your forge, we go into armaments, and the easiest way for me to explain this is just to go to water and just go to stage 1. So now I can go down this side one and explain exactly what the different abilities are for the different weapons, and then we'll go over to our drone, go through those, and then I'll talk about how we can synergize these. So you need to stick around to those so you can get the most out of these, capturing these alluvials, and just progress faster and faster and faster. If you have learned something here today, make sure you use my creator code OMG. Really easy, 3 letters. Let's get it. We'll start over here. We'll zoom right in there. And then as you can see, we have the stock water dagger. If you hover over the little thumbnail there, it gives you a little blurb. Right at the bottom down there, it shows you the overworld ability. Activating kinetic strike causes your primary ammo to deal 50 increased instability damage for 5 seconds, and successful hits cause you to gain 5 kinetic energy. Okay, so what does this mean? It powers up your weapon that you're using, so you're going to do more damage to the alluvial when you hit the alluvial with your shots. Awesome, I love that. More damage means the bar will go up quicker. We come down, so that is the rogue ability. So any of the weapons that have a rogue class, that will be their ability. I thought these abilities were attached to the affinities, but it is the classes that they are attached to. As they go up, they do gain another class, so make sure you check this before you go and fuse them up to see if it changes. I believe that it stays the same, so it will be a rogue the whole way through, but make sure you go and check that before you go up. I haven't checked every piece of equipment. So we'll go down, we've got the stock water glove. This is a scion. It creates a gravity well for 5 seconds on the alluvial, dealing 25 damage per second and pulling the alluvial towards it. This is an amazing ability because it holds your alluvial that you're trying to capture in one spot, and you can just stand there and feed him with your normal pistol. It doesn't upgrade the power of the pistol you're using, but it does hold the alluvial still, so you can just barrage him with bullets. And in doing this, you pretty much fill the bar. You probably get the bar 3/4 filled just from doing this. I love this one. This is the one I use because I'll show you in a second how I use this and synergize this with a drone. If you can guess which drone that I pair this with, put it down in the comments below and I'll see if you're right. Coming down, we have the stock water shield, which is a bulwark, and their ability is activating a stun pulse, causes any pulse ammo you use in the next 5 seconds to stun enemies and deal 75 additional damage, powering up your weapon, plus also stunning your alluvial when you shoot them. That is a massive bonus. The hardest thing with this is you need to make sure you hit the alluvial, but we'll get to that very soon when we talk about synergies again. We've got the staff, which this is empath, activating time dilation, slows time for 5 seconds and increases your primary rate of fire by 30%. Makes it a lot easier for you to hit the alluvial, again, plus increasing your fire rate by 30%. I think this is one of the worst, to be honest. I haven't used it very much, but it doesn't upgrade the power of your weapon. Yes, you shoot faster and everything slows down, so you shouldn't miss, but the rate that your weapon goes up and overheats, I don't think really changes that much, and you don't get the most out of your weapon. Whereas for the other ones, you power up your weapon, you're getting more damage, it doesn't overheat any faster, or the other one, it holds it still, you don't miss any shots anyway, so it doesn't really benefit you that much to have this water staff on. So our last ability here is on the fighter weapons, which is the stock water sword. Activating homing fury causes your primary ammo to deal 100 increased instability damage and gain homing capabilities for 5 seconds. So I'll put this one on par with the dagger or the rogue abilities up here. It increases your weapon damage, meaning you're doing more damage to the alluvial, in turn raising that bar even faster. But what we need to look at is the synergies with our drones, which we're going to jump over to right now. Over here, when we're on our ranger screen, we can switch through the drones very, very easily. As you can see, there's 3 to choose from. You should all know this already. I'm pretty sure by now you have a drone that you like using the most. I use Bark. I think most use Hild. And then chopping, I'm not sure if many people use that at all. But with the abilities. So first up, I'm going to go through Bark. He teleports to the Illuvial and fires unstable energy at it, dealing 50 instability damage over 5 seconds. So he just goes and damages the Illuvial. Super easy. Press the button, he goes and does it. I love it. Pretty much fills up one piece of the bar just from him doing that to getting closer to defeating that Illuvial and going in to catch it. We go over to Hild, which I think is one of the most common ones. He spawns a stasis container around the Illuvial, locking them in place for 5 seconds and improving the energy rifle instability output for 50%. So right here, it captures that Illuvial, it will sit it in one spot, and then you can unload onto the Illuvial and really take down that instability and get into the fight even faster. I can see why people love this so much, because your Illuvial will not move anymore and you can just barrage it without any worries at all. And last but not least, we have Choppin. He empowers the Ranger suit for 5 seconds, giving extra movement speed and preventing the energy rifle from overheating. This is awesome, but I really think that this needs to be input with one of those weapons that I was talking about before, because those abilities with this ability, with all of them, there are some really good synergies to be found right here. So I'm going to go through 3 or 4 that I've found right now. If there's any more that I missed, let me know. You've got to show everyone else, because there's a few different synergies that you could find right here that could get you taking down an Illuvial even faster. So I'm going to start with the one that I usually do, and that's Bark. So he goes and shoots the Illuvial, taking down some instability damage over 5 seconds. That's cool. He just does his thing. I don't really get any benefit out of using any of the weapons because he will not miss anyway. But in saying that, I don't get any benefits from him. He just takes off the energy. So what I need from my weapon is to hold the Illuvial still so I can run at it and shoot and unload a barrage of bullets onto him without them running away and missing. So what I usually like to use is the Scion one, which is the gravity well for 5 seconds. It holds the Illuvial there, dealing damage, and I do not miss. I walk up to it and just unload some fire, and I'll show you on a video right here how easy that is. It holds the Illuvial there, and at no point it moves, and you just unload on the green little bubble that is there, and you just watch that bar go higher and higher and higher, and then I also press Bark at the same time. It goes higher as well, and I'm nearly taken down that Illuvial pretty much instantly. Go across the Hild, and because they spawn the container and the Illuvial does not get away, that gravity well does not really matter to you because you are holding your Illuvial still anyway. So if you're using Hild, you probably want to use one of the Rogue or the Fighter abilities that increase the damage output from your weapon, because your Illuvial that you're trying to chase is going to be sitting there doing nothing, and meaning that you can run up to there with your increased gun attack and just outlay as much as you want onto the Illuvial, and you'll probably take it down pretty much straight away. So I'm guessing that is why this one is also so popular, because your Illuvial doesn't move, you upgraded your weapon, and that is just going to melt that Illuvial down, ready for you to go and catch. Last but not least, we have Choppin', and I would again choose the gravity well for this one. You've increased the power of your Ranger's suit, meaning your rifle will not overheat anymore. So if you hit that gravity well, you can just unlay a barrage of bullets and pretty much take down that Illuvial, no questions asked. I'm actually going to try that right now, and I'll show you how well this works. Alrighty, here we go. We've got a Doka on the run. Have him on the run. We've got our everything all set up, and we are going to go G, F, pretty much. Look at that. How easy was that? Let's try it again. We have to wait for the cooldown, but I'll bring you back in when I find another Illuvial and I've cooled down. But like, that was super easy. Did not even try. Didn't even try, and we had caught it that fast. I'm actually going to go suit and then G. And then boom, let's unload again. Unload, 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 unload. And if you are standing in the right place, they're going to run away from you anyway. And bada bing, bada boom. How easy was that? See guys, this synergy. You need to use synergies in this game. This whole game is built around synergy. How many times can I say synergy in a couple of seconds? But there you go, that's that one. I might even show you the other two just because why not? The combo we're having right now, we are running Hild with the Fighter weapon. So we're going to activating Homing Fury, increasing our weapon damage. So let's see, where is someone? There's one that we can capture. Alright. Land him into the... Oh. Wowzers. Look how quick that was. And I missed the first 2 shots. Let's go and do this again. I may be rethinking my strategy and getting rid of bark, because these 2 that I've just showed you in the last 2 minutes works way quicker than what I've been doing with bark. I know it sounds really fun to use bark because he just runs off and shoots the alluvial. That sounds really fun and easy. Cool. But what I'm doing right now is 100 times quicker. Look at this. Look at this. Doesn't even get to go anywhere. Look at that. Woo! That is how you take down an alluvial in like 1 second, guys. Alright, that is the quickest takedown there is. That was quicker than the other one. But my golly gosh, I think I need to re-strategize, and this is the combination and synergization I'm going to use going forward. Hopefully you have learned something here today, and if you have, make sure you use that creator code OMG. See ya.